Hey everyone, X here, and welcome to my new podcast kinda type deal thingy. You read the description. So anyway, last night I watched the live stream that began almost an hour late. So we had to sit there and stare at the screen for quite a while. It came out really annoying, but eventually it started. Thankfully, they did not disappear and go over. It felt like the whole network test again, waiting for the scrap, except we have no music. But I digress. I wanted to go over a few things that caught my attention during stream, such as little stats we have for the Earthlings, the Saiyans, the Namekians, and of course the Majin Buu that they eventually picked for being the showcasing race. So we can see there that they have the little differences. So let's break it down one by one. Starting with the race that we are, Earthlings, I guess. First things first, let's notice the background. We see Videl there and Hercule, so we can confirm those two. It's fun to see, it's fun to not see Tien there because, well, is he an alien? Is he Earthling? We don't know. He has three eyes, but then again, Krillin doesn't have a nose, and Hercule survives a lot of crap. So yeah, none of them are actually humans like us. So anyway, they have balanced stats, and Ki refills automatically because one of the great questions was, why the hell do we have Earthlings if we have Saiyans? They are basically the same, except Saiyans can transform. So yeah, we need some good reasons to pick Earthlings to go, and well, I guess they are the basic middle ground people there, which is kind of nice. Also, it's kind of fun that the avatars there have purple hair, as if everyone was Trunks' sons. Anyway, next one. Saiyans, of course, because we all play with them in the beta. Network tests, whatever. And we know they get stronger whenever they are lower on the health. And there's a little difference between males and females that kinda I cannot remember right now. It doesn't matter. We see there Goku is committing bullying with Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz because he's a Super Saiyan, the background image there, but doesn't matter. Yeah, we have low health. That's unfortunate. But the stats are going to go. So if you're going to be a good Saiyan fighter, you better have healers. After all, we know what's going to happen online. Everyone's going to pick Saiyans. They're going to keep spamming with that Super Saiyan crap, and they're going to die very fast. And it's going to be very fun because humans are going to eventually be better fighting fighters than Saiyans, which is kind of ironic. Anyway, we go to Namex because we already used them in the network test. There's only Piccolo there. Is that Neo or Demon King Piccolo? I have no idea. Frankly, they all look the same. So it doesn't really show a lot. So we have 2 or 3 Piccolos there, but the first one kind of looks different. So, well, it's a shame that they have 5 fingers. They should have 4, but that doesn't matter. So they have high health, low attack. It's funny because I've always viewed Namekians as fragile creatures that can get ripped limbs very easily, but then again they can regenerate. So yeah, I don't know. Just wished we could have giant Namex. Well, we still don't know. They could not tell us, and I don't think anyone asked in the stream. Doesn't matter anyway. So we go forward to the Majin Buu, Majin race, of course. Which we begin with a little bullying as well, because you see the males have more health, but are slower because they are fat. It's not explicitly, it's not said, but we know it's because of that. And females are slicker, faster, but they have lower health because they are females. So we go to stereotypes all around for the little poor Majin Buu. But of course he's not real, he's made of pink-ish blood, though we have seen some in the stream that are blue, but I guess you can pick the color. That's a little fun. Well, come again. He is a ancient figure, powerful demon creature, whatever, that can create magic and has a thing for candy. So, yeah, we don't need to go to the logic route. Stats wise, let's just jump forward to this one. Yeah, so I kind of switched the little order there. This one should have come before that one, but doesn't matter. High defense and slow stamina. Well, high defense because they can regenerate. So, but they basically should have higher regeneration and lower defense than the Namekians. But then again, Namekians are very fragile, but Majins are even more fragile, since bullets can pierce through them, but not Namekians. I don't know, I think I'm getting way too technical about the Dragon Ball thingies. No, not the thingies, I mean the technical... Oh, you get what I'm trying to say. See, that's different by gender. Even there, they are being racist against the poor little Majin race. That again should not be a race. I digress again. Defense bonus when stamina is maxed. So, yes, you kinda get a bonus for getting your ass handed to you and not using the vanish. Never. Huh. That's a weird ass choice. And of course they did not show the Frieza, the Changeling, the Frost Demons, whatever you wanna call it, race. But we did get to see a little bit of them in the Toki Toki City while he was walking around. And firstly, we begin with this image that is very bad because, well, I have to zoom a lot to get it, but we can see lots of horns, a tail, of course, little shoulder thingies that remind us of the Frieza third form. So yeah, I guess we can customize a lot, and probably one of the reasons they did not show us was that it wasn't complete yet. And we also had this golden cooler kind of deal that is fun because one person in the stream kept asking if we could make a cooler like created character, and also that kinda gives us more reason to believe that Cooler himself will be playable, since we have this basically his entire look. So yep, guess we can pretty much confirm him. I don't remember if we, from the data mine videos, if we got his super attack, ultimate attacks. I don't know, I gotta go back and check that list, but yeah, that's more evidence to support his creation, I guess. Just saying. No pun, obviously. Just saying. Moving on, another thing I want to discuss is that the costumes. Fun fact, Vegeta has that many costumes there on screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10 costumes. And each of them have a different moveset, you can see there. I find that to be very, very awesome, because when trying to reenact fights, you know, we spend a lot of time customizing them, and then we already have that for us if we want to recreate story mode fights. Kinda handy, nifty. I hope we can customize them further. So now we go to the little bit of the first gameplay video, because something that caught my attention was that the dash speed that was highly criticized in the network test because it was so slow. Well, now it's fixed. I don't know if it is because it's just saying it's a level 60 character. No, that's not the level cap. They said it wasn't 60, so we have level 61 confirmed. They did not give us a limit, a maximum, but that's a start. Over 60. Going by Budokai 3, we can expect to go to level 99. That's a lot, but I hope we don't go that high, or go, I don't know, too much balance issues. Anyway, we go to the next point, which is the customization options, because as everyone knows, Saiyans are broken. That's what just Saiyan is saying us, telling us, saying. Anyway, clothing, we have a lot. Let's just take a minute here and look through them all. Battlesuit Ginyu, white, black. I guess we cannot change the colors, that's disappointing. We have a skirt. Beerus clothing. We have Beerus clothing for females. Because, well, you know, Beerus's clothing doesn't exactly cover everything, so one leaves the question to the imagination. Anyway, we can keep looking. Hercules clothes. Battlesuit from Cooler's Armored Squadron. I cannot say that. Cooler's Armored Squadron. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you try to go with the Canadian accent. I mean, Australian. Space Australia. Yeah, you get it. Android 17s, Android 18s. Those are. Note that those are only the upper body options. We can see there, well, it's basically the same thing we get from the network test. So let's go. Now we're moving on to the lower. I'm sorry the video is in slow motion, of course. So it kinda is a little slow for me to keep tracking. I mean to keep commenting unless I keep talking out of my ass, which is not really what I'm about. I mean, I could be, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, fun fact, at one moment they talked about swords. Well, you cannot use swords per se in melee moves, but some super attacks will have a different animation that will use the sword if you have one equipped. So technically you can... Lord, hat. So technically you can use a sword, but you can't use it as a melee attack. Only in a super or ultimate attack, I don't know. So yeah, that is another question answered. Because Saiyans are still broken. Because they are... Wait. Not working doesn't mean broken, because broken can also mean that they are extremely overpowered. Oh. Yeah, that's the next point after the little clothing. So let's get to it, shall we? In which we return to the super attacks videos that were showcased in the Detamine videos of Sergio M3. Yes, I can say your name, pronounce your name correctly. So strike skills, we have Super Dragon Fist, that's already equipped. Rebellion Spear, Charge, Goten, Evil Ray, Strike, Evil Right, I have no idea. Super Dragon Flight, I have no idea as well. Evil Whirlwind is Omega Shenron attack. Burst Rush is Ultimate Gohan. And we go to Ki Blast, Riot Javelins. Yeah, Riot Javelin. Everyone in the chat was screaming, Riot Javelin! They're almost throwing javelins at the chat. But then again, that would break their computers, and I don't think that would be very good for them, because computers may not be as expensive as back in the day, but they're still a little expensive, and with everyone, I digress. So, fun fact, we have a Spirit Bomb here as a super attack, which is kinda odd, and we have Super Sense as an ultimate attack, so they kinda got things mixed up. Though again, Super Sense should not be a super attack at all, but anyway, they made it this way. Another thing is Kamehameha. I wonder if our creative character will be able to say it Kamehameha instead of Kamehame. Well, and as well, Turret Lancer, I don't know who that is. We got to see Kaioken times 3 times 20, and then fighting pose the alphabet, in which we will return eventually after looking at this one, because this one is shown for a very small amount of time, as you just saw. So we'll just put it right here. So we can see an instant transmission as a super attack. That's not going to be spammed at all, of course. Super guard, we know what that does. After image strike, in the network test, after image did not work at all. We can see that right above solar flare. I wonder if after image strike will... I wonder how they will work, since we cannot use super attacks when we are getting beaten up. Or is that an evasion move? It uses super attack, not evasion move slot, so I don't know. They have yet to show us how it works. Wall of Defense, we saw Piccolo use it. Lullaby Punch, I remember it was already in the network test. Rise to Action, if I recall, was also there. Spirit Boost as well. Unfortunately, he did not scroll down through the rest. So yeah, not much new was shown because he did not want to show us all of it. So I guess we can go back to the fighting poses and the alphabet. Screw out of you! image thingy. Go back to the video. Now! Okay. Fight Justice pose, fighting poses, Kaioken, because we know that the Kaioken, the only difference that you get more attack power, more stats, but your stamina will drain faster. So you should only use the times 20 if you are really maxed out on the stamina bar. The times 3 seems like a middle ground. Then again, come to think of it, the Kaioken times 1, which is actually times 1.5. That did drain a little fast. Maybe we can use items to minimize the consumption. I wonder. And we go to the justice poses. Because after all, the great Saiyaman has justice and lots of poses to go along with his ridiculous outfit that he got the idea from watching too many Ginyu Force cartoons. So, but that's actually a good one. Increases all your stats. You strike a pose and fix your abdominal belly thingy. Just kidding. Anyway, oh, CHDIE, you better die for that combination. EGKBG. So, lots of different effects. Anyone can use them. We can just quit fighting altogether and just go and strike poses at the enemy and see who can last longer in the pose. I vote for that. That should be a very fun way to fight in this game. But I really rather to go and fight and kick someone's ass if they are striking a pose. Especially Ginyu's pose. I don't like when they shove their asses right up our face. It's insulting. Except for Frieza because he liked it. Otherwise he'll not have blushed. Moving on, we go to back to the super attacks. We can see there, Red Javelin, aggressive Ki Blast when your health is very low, fires Ki waves at your opponent. Ki Blast that can be charged with more power than a normal Kamehameha. Should be 10 times more powerful, but we know how GT works and there's a chance that 10 times Kamehameha is actually weaker than the normal Kamehameha. So Kamehameha is the best one there is because it's misspelled and we know it's stronger. Okay, it's weaker but just faster because you say it's faster than AIM. Ha! Crap. Oh, you can back jump during the Mazenko. That's useful to get out of the danger or just avoid the being struggle that was confirmed not to exist. Ki Blast Cannon, we know what that is. Evil Explosion is evil. Light Grenade, Piccolo's. Evil Eyes, Destructo this. Third Style, Last Resort. What shock and numb your enemy. We got the Weekend Special. Sunday, Saturday, and Shining Friday. Saturday Crash. Wasn't Saturday Crush? I could swear it was Crush. Bomber DX, Genocide Shell. 4 moving Ki Blast, probably Broccoli's. Flash Strike, Finish Breaker, Recombination Gun, Crusher Ball, Mika Cannons, Death Beam, Death Slash, Death Slicer. Shine Shot. Very weird name. So, we can see here in the Death Beam, input commands as a series to launch up to 3 Ki Blasts quickly. So, we go to the ultimate attack, in which we are granted with the greatest news ever. We can make a Sphere of Destruction minus Energy Powerball, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, and Symphonic Destruction. Of course, we go back and stop right there to look at those little things, such as Symphonic Destruction. What the fuck does that mean? You're going to sing while you destroy? That's not the point. We see body changes there. Are we going to switch bodies? I don't know. He never scrolled down to it. The Savior has come, no idea whatsoever. Super Saiyan 2, they did not confirm Super Saiyan 3. Not yet, but they did not deny it. With that said, I wonder what the hell is Super Vegeta and Super Vegeta 2. I wonder if we can make our created character go buffed, ascended Super Saiyan, and Ultra Super Saiyan, which would explain the Super Vegeta 2. Though it's still a very weird ass name, because not only Vegeta can use that transformation. Anyway, Symphonic Destruction, I would go as for Broly, because if you go to the description, you would sweep the field with Ki Blasts. Sounds like him, and Symphonic is kinda weird enough to go and laugh or make a music out of it. Anyway, you have the Strike skilled. Strike. Guess it's a melee kinda ultimate attack. Though almost, because I do not see a relenting barrage as Gohan's headbutting paralysis. Ultimate attack paralysis? Paralysis? Okay, blow hurricane will make a hurricane. Death meteor is probably, I don't know. Victory rush sounds like Gotenks, some kind of crap. Justice combination. Great Saiyaman? Well, at least we know that Spirit Sword is Vegeto. Yeah, that guy. The super powerful one that's going to be outmatched by the God of Destruction himself. I don't care about GT. And we go to the ultimate attacks of Super Ki Blasts. Super Kamehameha, Saiyan Spirit, what the fuck? Saiyan Spirit is a power-up move. Well, anyway, Hell's on Grenade, we already know what that is. Explosive Assault, Special Beam Cannon, Chain Destructible Disc, Chain Destructible Disc, Barrage. Guess we know what Reddit's special is. He got tired of going and throwing Fridays and Sundays and Saturdays at you. He's just going to throw you the entire weekend. And that is why Reddit is the best one. Because he can literally give you a weekend. And you will be happily ever after. And that's the point of playing a video game. We go and have fun. Now, if you would be so kind as to scroll down, please. Thank you. So we can see super power. Of course, you need key. Nothing new. Concentrate key on your fingertips. No one never knew about that one. This move cannot be blocked. We know that. I took a lot of damage. Vacation delete. You're kidding, right? Okay. Final Flash already equipped. Ultra Fighting Bombers, Vicooms, Crasher Volcano, Frieza Destroyed, oh no, Heat Dome Attack, Super Electric Strike. Really? Electric? Shocking Death Ball. Shocking Death Ball is babies, I guess, I think. Dual Destructible Disc. Really? Ultimate attack for that? Okay. Now we can see Majin Buu's attack now. Teleporting Vanishing Ball, that's going to be bad. Gigantic Meteor. We all know whose that is. Sphere Destruction, Mind's Energy, we go back to those we saw earlier. So yeah, that was it for the ultimate attack list. So we go back to the character select screen, which I will want to talk about a little things. Firstly, there are 6 slots there that need to be filled. Piccolo has 5 clothing options. Sounds too many to them. Apule has 5 as well, I wonder. Lars Berry, the greatest ever. The Frieza soldier everyone loves to play. By the by, Apule sucks. He died in literally less than many hits that Vegeta took from Beerus. So here we see Frieza, and Frieza. Frieza Final, Frieza 100, and Frieza First, with 2 costume options. So I wonder if you'll have the transformation as abilities that will be equipped, kinda like a Super Saiyan, which is kinda odd, since he cannot go back a form. But yeah, that's the little thing I wanted to add. Also that he has 2 costume options and the other ones only have 1, so yeah, we kinda I wonder what are they going for with that. So anyway, we can go and... So anyway, I guess the video is kinda long enough, so I'll make the another podcast thingy for the trailer of Dragon Ball Z Fukatsu Future for the Frieza in the next video, or will probably be before this one, because this one will actually be longer. Just check out my channel, yeah. I hope you enjoyed it, and well, let me know if you like this kind of embarrassment for me talking. or laziness to actually listen, or if you prefer to, or if you prefer me to write. I don't know. It's kinda easier to talk, you know. I think. Also, I need to practice more. You see, I can stutter a lot, but that is because I don't talk. Now I'm talking alone because you are probably not listening anymore. So I'm just going to stop here. Yeah. Thank you for watching, if you're still watching.